Good day, everyone. After a little while, I thought of I'll just share my views on Bitcoin and how it will perform in next few days or next few weeks or whatsoever. So, uh, if you go into the Bitcoin charts, and I'll start from monthly charts, right? And we just finished our uh, Bitcoin halving last month, and you can see uh, something special which we have not seen much. Uh, the Bitcoin reached and surpassed it prior cycles all-time high just before the Bitcoin halving, and the Bitcoin halving month reflected a negative, a bearish month after you know half a year. Uh, I would say price hype, bull run, mini bull run. I would say, right? And then price is now is tending to consolidate. The price consolidating after halving is kind of a non-factor. You can see it here also. Like I'll just show you from the here. If you can see it in the prior cycle also. After the halving we had a consolidation, so that is right, because uh, now the Bitcoin halving is a factor which is well known by a lot of people, and we had the ETFs coming in. So because of that we had a hype in. Now people are taking profits, so people who came at very lower levels like 20,000 or 25,000, because they are 2x rich. And when it comes to ETF are people who are not looking for 3 4 times gain, rather than 20% to 30% gains is more than happy with them. So because of that, so I would say all the dynamics we had in the past with Bitcoin now will tend to change. So from this cycle, I'm expecting an entirely new way of Bitcoin prices to move on. So accordingly, so my expectation is, looking at the monthly chart, for us to have a bit of a consolidation. So I'll just move into the weekly chart to show you something, right? So if you look at the weekly chart, something I just want to point out is uh, the prices from the bottom, from the post halving bottom, from of 15,000 levels, now it's almost 300 times, that is 3x times profitable. So anyone who had bought Bitcoin, I would say between 15,000 to 20,000, those people are 3 to 4 times profitable. So that is a good exit point for people who are accumulating at low price. If you can see the volume. The volume is very heavy during this bear market. I know a lot of people were panicking, but the people with the knowledge, you can see how volume here, the weekly RSI getting oversold, right? After weekly RSI getting oversold, you can see how the volume is increasing. Why? Because if you've been in crypto for last 10 years, or if you've been looking at crypto charts, you know, when weekly RSI hit oversold, that's your biggest buy signal in the world, right? So we got the biggest buy signal in the world in 2022 June, right? So even after that, prices did, and this time was the prices were hovering just above the prior cycles all time high of 19,000. So those are good time to buy. You can see people buying, and that buying increasing, right, across. And then we have a fake out for 15,000 during 2020 November December, which was a better price range. So if anyone had started DCAing this area, right? So I always speak about doing DCA. If you have started DCAing this area, you're at very good profit level. Now I was I can remember somewhere around 2022 December, November or December, I said what I feel is now it's a good time to start DCA. So I know a couple of people who started during DC at that time, and I know them. They are very proud and they're very happy of what they did. So you can see the volume is drastically coming down, right? You can see on this is the first breakout from the accumulation zone. So now if we look at the past, now this is the first, the lower accumulation, then this is the this is the entire this period we can call it as the accumulation zone. This is a large accumulation zone, right? Right, you can see. But here clearly, when the price is about 25,000, though there's accumulation, the volume has gone down, right? Because one thing is Bitcoin became slightly expensive, and people who are buying in bulk, right, they kind of start reducing the buy. I think the biggest accumulation happened during this period. Yep. So this is the biggest accumulation happened. So right now, these are the people who are going to tend to take profit along the way, right? So a question I get mostly is it a good time to start DC and Bitcoin? My personal opinion is like they had two faults. A, if you're a guy like me who has collected Bitcoin at lower prices, there's no use of DCing into Bitcoin at these price levels. If you're a person who doesn't have Bitcoin much, you have two options. A, start DCing Bitcoin, or start DCing into alts, because we are most likely to go into all season, and you can convert those alts into Bitcoin. So that is my view, right? So if you look at this, so again we are looking at the accumulation zone. We are going to see accumulation zone, but there's something uh, a little dangerous, which I'm going to show in the daily chart, right? Now here, when I was looking in the daily chart, so what we initially saw was a kind of a wedge getting formed. You can see the upper lines and the lower lines, right? Clearly, right? And this wedge has, break out from the wedge, right? So, and the initial, this is like a fake out, then it went up and it came down, and then went up, the price went up. It tested the kind of retested the lines of the wedge, and it's tending to come down. So now, uh, at this moment I have two cases, like, one is a bear case and one is a bull case. So I'll just share you with that. So this is the bear case. So now here what I expect is, right, the price now came down, right, and then took support here, okay, and then went up and retested the previous support as a resistance, and prices may tend to come down again. And if it has a higher chances coming down 50,000 level, if this we don't get a better support, because I don't see, because we have very less price data at this range. So you can go into the previous cycle and see whether there are good support ranges from here. So if you can see, uh, these are some possible support ranges I see, right, which can cause from there. So Bitcoin price might try to find some support on few of these areas. If not, the price may come down to 50,000. So this is my bear case, right? If this happens, what will happen is all coins are going to bleed a lot, right? So all coins will bleed a lot. So, and this will create an opportunity for long-term buyers, right? So this is my uh, what I would say is my bear case. Now I'll show my bull case. This is my bull case. Yeah, price will come down, will find support, and it will go again up, driving the demand, right? And this need to break through the wedge and again, and will go into price discovery. So this is my bull case. So at this moment, for 100%, I cannot tell you what will happen because I don't think anyone can 100% say where the price can go. So like, so this is the two areas I'm looking at. If the bitcoin price goes into price discovery, so that will also make the uh, all btc pairs to bleed a little, right? So anyhow, what I see is the next 1 year is the best time to start collecting all coins. And while keeping idea on the bitcoin, we need to, I would say, at least a week, at least once a week, look at the bitcoin charts and see where it's heading and what's happening, right? So it will help you to keep your plans intact, right? So this is my idea on bitcoin. So you're welcome to give a comment or share your views, right? And then so I'll catch you again in another time.